so cool, man. Oh, the Mario 360 has to be done. And the music's perfect, man. It's just so like Imperial Army vibes. Guys, you good? Yeah, shocked how different the atmosphere here is from Zendergate. Yeah, it's a major military base right on the border of Crossbell. I never imagined it'd be quite this big though. The place is such a departure from Zendergate that I can hardly believe that this is the same military. Although perhaps this is the true face of the army. This fortress is the very definition of oversized, and that's ignoring the excessive display of military power. I imagine that the posturing is meant to show the Croatian provincial army that they could crush them on a whim. I forget what this place probably means to you and your family, I suppose. When I don't agree with my father's actions, I can't say I'm comfortable with this fortress's presence either. In fact, I find it harder to believe that anyone could sleep peacefully near a fortress like this. Oh, I guess you can't see it from here at all. We'd be able to see it from where the railway guns are, but they'll get mad if I get too close to them. What are you up to now? You know that huge Orcus tower where they're holding the conference? I'm trying to get a good view of it. Oh yeah, they've mentioned it in the Imperial Chronicle on the radio. Can you see it from all the way over here? That'd be incredible. Would I ever lie to you? Wish I could have gone with Gramps instead of being stuck on some stupid field study. Why'd you join Class 7 then? Speaking of which, they're going to be holding the keynote session there tomorrow. I wonder what they'll be talking about. Most people think it's just so they can decide on finance rules and stuff for Western Cimmeria, but I think it's really going to end up being about who Crossbell belongs to. Knowing Gramps, he might even try to get Crossbell to become a part of Erebonia. Seriously? Prince is going to be there too, so I'll probably just try to shake everybody up a bit. Unbelievable. Bo is there too though, so here's hoping things go well. Now we've got to find the bloody bastard crow. I have a feeling he's going to be so difficult to find. I'm so bad with maps. I can't press square. Okay, have we been here? We have been here, but we haven't been past here. Oh, we can't cross. That's the way back. That's the exit. And those are all the tanks, right? Yes. So the last place is that one, I think. Oh, wait. Oh yeah, we've been there. I didn't try and go in here. You can't anyway, but... Pretty sure that's the last place to check. Imperial Army Base Guerrilla Fortress. Nice. He's got to be here. I don't see him though. Might come a day where I find myself in a military airship. Yes. Oh, I forgot about Machina. Crazy. It really is night and day. Yep. It's hard to imagine two places more diametrically opposed. Wrong, you two. I was just talking about how different this place is to Uri. Uri was super lovely, but this place, lively. I think Crow's having withdrawals now that he's somewhere without easy access to a casino. I can imagine. Seems like everyone's talking about Uri these days though. Was it really that amazing? It was. I didn't know what to expect with recent annexation by Erebonia, but everything looked fine to me. It has offices, an entertainment district, and all of the people I saw were thoroughly enjoying themselves. It goes far to say they're happy to be under the Imperial government's control. I don't know if I'd go that far. Oh? What Bird told me, Chancellor Osborne was the one behind the annexation in the first place. He also told me he used some pretty forceful tactics to get them to agree. And of course, most of their tax money takes a brand new detour straight into the Imperial government's pockets. I wouldn't be surprised if he made the annexation happen just to fatten his pocketbook. But paying taxes is citizens' duty. It's only natural that they do so now that they're under Erebonia's protection, right? Sounds like it's a pretty complicated issue. Right, now what? Okay. Hopefully something happens now. Oh, okay. I didn't save it. Shit. Bulletins to form all tour students to prepare for today's military exercise are now complete. Please assemble in the hangar immediately. Your transport is standing by. Got to try hard. This time must have passed more quickly than I thought. I should start making my way towards the hangar. Maybe I'll run into the others on my way. Oh god, it's scaring me how it's been so long I haven't saved. We boarded the armored car and set off towards the proving grounds. Cool. The side of the armored car was narrow and cramped, and the smell of machine oil hung in the musty air. The car shook and rattled over the uneven ground, tumbling us around like an iron coffin on wheels. Eventually, after enduring 10 minutes of jaw-rattling travel, unable to even peek outside at the scenery, we finally arrived. Please be voice acted. My throat is destroyed, man. Please. The Annex's training ground. Wow. Actzen's main battle tanks. Plenty of older model tanks out there too. Even looks like they have airships. Oh yeah, like the ones we saw in Nord. Welcome. Oh? Here he is. So that's Elliot's dad. Why? Because he's ginger? Wow, Rin. I don't see the family resemblance. Looks like the hair made the jump from father to son though. What a Chad. Reporting, Lieutenant General. Very good, try hard. And Instructor Veilstein, I believe. Pleased to meet you. In order to make your acquaintance, General Craig. Allow me to extend my deepest thanks for agreeing to cooperate with us for the Academy's curriculum today. Think nothing of it. Many of these fine youngsters may one day hold positions in the army after all. Besides, I owe a lot to old General Van Dyck. Ah, these must be... What a piercing stare. So this is Craig the Red. Cool. Elliot, my boy. So good to see you again. Huh? Oh, must be a year now since I just saw you. Also, how have you been? That's a sharp looking uniform you've got too. I've seen the photos, but it looks even better when you're in person. Dad, come on. Yeah, you still got a long way to go if you want to put on some real muscle. There's a part of me that hopes you'll stay my little cherub forever. Aww. But you're a man of Erebonia, and the men of the Empire must be strong, stout, and ready for action. It was for your own good, as a man, that I held back my tears and enrolled you in the military academy. Dad, I can't breathe. But everything I've been told about him was a lie. There do seem to be some differences from the stories. Kidding me? He seems like a cool guy, right? Thank you, Crow. Aw, what a delightful commanding officer you have, Major. Words fail me. Dad, knock it off. I'll tell Fiona. Moving right along. What? The one thing that's weird about this game is when anyone shows emotion, it's weird. But when anyone shows emotion to like want to hit on their sister or hit on the other person's brother, hit on someone's, then everyone's like, "Oh yeah, great, go ahead." I feel like it's the wrong way round, guys. But anyway, I'm Lieutenant General Olaf Craig, Commander of the Imperial Army, 4th Armored Division. I've been entrusted with the role of overseeing today's joint military exercise. Please make your acquaintance. Likewise, sir. It's a pleasure. You got one heck of a dad, Elliot. Believe me, I feel it in the bones. Now let me give you a brief rundown. Oh my god, how is this not voice acted? Okay, this exercise will consist of a simulated battle conducted by 2 of our armoured divisions. Armoured regiments at the formation centre, infantry armoured cars and airships will work in tandem, using their manoeuvrability to the fullest to obliterate the targets. As our targets today, we'll be using previous model tanks that have been decommissioned from service. Autopilot functionality will allow them to evade and return fire, but have only been armed with paint bullets. However, all other regiments taking part in today's exercise have been equipped with live ammunition. So you intend to actually destroy the other tanks? Hardly be a live exercise if we didn't. The current time is 2 o'clock. Now begin. Armored Division 4 and 5 commence combat operations. Glory to the Empire and to the Imperial Army. 5th Armored Division. Armored Regiment will advance first. Armored Car Regiment and Infantry Regiment follow their lead. 4th Armored Regiment and Infantry Regiment advance together. Armored Car Regiment deploy to the left and right. Cool. Those ones are real, yeah, the other ones are paint. Damn! Yeah, GG's. Once the airship gets involved, GG's. Wow. Certainly potent. This is the kind of firepower it takes to fight a modern war. You said those tanks are called Actons. Yeah, they're a type of main battle tank the Rhymeford company developed 2 years ago. That's in their spec sheets, but seeing their power firsthand tells you what number and decimal points known. They might be the strongest heavy tanks on the continent, and the Imperial Army's got a couple hundred of those. That's insane. If you try fighting things like these head on, you won't stand a chance. I just can't get used to this. Just the sound of the artillery firing is enough to make me start shaking. I don't think that's something you should get used to. I mean, if the sound of guns and warfare ever stopped bothering you, I'd be worried. Green? Oh god. I guess this is another kind of strain. This chapter's been insane. They withdrew to an encampment near the fortress. We returned to the fortress where Major Tryhard outlined the results of the training exercise. After that, it looks so cool at night. Sorry I had to wait for us to finish. Don't worry about it, we're the guests here after all. Thanks for your consideration. At the very least, I'd say dinner's a million times better than lunch was. I mean, it's hashed beef day. Huh. It's an Imperial Army tradition, isn't it? Ooh, just the smell's making me hungry. Oh yeah, where'd your instructor go? She's a real looker. I was hoping to get a chance to talk to her. She went to see the fortress commander with Instructor Tryhard. She did ask us to eat without her tonight. Alright, well, if she's with Major Tryhard, it's hard to compete with those guys from the 4th Armoured Division. It'd be enough if they just had Craig the Red, but they've got the Major too, and he's kind of scary. Like a division of muscle men. Anyway, we shouldn't keep you tied up any longer. Your hash beef's gonna go cold. See you tomorrow, guys. That looks banging. Oh, it's actually delicious. Like night and day compared to what we had for lunch. Oh, come on, guys. What's with all the gloomy faces? I think you guys might have had a bit too rosy of an outlook. What were you expecting to see out there? I'm sure you can understand a little of how we feel. Like, has everything we've learned in our time at the academy been for nothing? Academics, the arts, individual skill in combat, none of those matter in the slightest in real warfare, do they? It's true. All you're looking for to do is fight a war, you don't need any of those. All you need is plenty of troops at your command, the latest weaponry, and overwhelming firepower. Assuming you know the tactics to use them. Well, and the strategy that employs them effectively, I suppose. The Axons are even more powerful than I was expecting them to be. I remember my mother boasting about their capabilities when she was trying to sell them to the army 2 years ago, but to be honest, I'm feeling somewhat disheartened as well. I can't see there being a place for swords on a battlefield with weapons like those on the front lines. I don't think that means individual combat skill doesn't matter at all. Still, I think maybe we've been misunderstanding something important all this time. What we saw in that military exercise today was power in its purest form. It has no morality of its own. It exists to bring about a result, regardless of the ideals and principles of those who wield it. That's true. In a sense, the same could be said of a sword or a gun. And all the way up to something as huge as Guerrilla's railway guns do. I think I finally understand why they wanted us to watch that. They could have taught us in a less roundabout fashion. Well, looks like you didn't wait for me to start the party. Dr. Sarah. So you spoke with the commander? Yep. I've got up-to-date info on the trade conference too, as well as all the latest on the terrorists. So there's new info about the Imperial Liberation Front. Before I get into that, let me explain what we'll be doing tomorrow. In the morning, you're scheduled to participate in the Army's physical fitness training. In the afternoon, you'll be attending a special lecture where I'll bring you up to speed on that info I just mentioned. Cool. After that, you've been granted special permission to view the railway guns. I see. Looking forward to that. Sounds like we've got a pretty packed schedule. Well, we did bring you all the way out here, so we might as well make the most of it. Every nation possesses power in the form of a military, whether that military is large or small. Guerrilla Fortress just happens to have that power in a very striking, easy to understand form. As students of a military academy, you have an obligation to know the scale of the power the Empire of Erebonia wields at present, a power you might one day be in charge of yourselves. What? Hehe. Anyway, even a meeting that long couldn't keep me away from trying the famous hashed beef rice. I've heard it's the only decent food they have around here, so I've been looking forward to this all day. We should probably finish eating. Yeah, it's gone a bit cold now. Maybe I'll go and ask for seconds. Oh, Eustace, if you don't want the rest of yours, can I have it? I'm just gonna throw it away and give it to you. What a dick! Jeez, Eustace. Okay, that should do it. Alright, that covers today's quota. Looking forward to a nice long bath. Well, you know, every time there's some military exercise coming up, the workload gets pretty crazy. So at least managing inventory has gone a lot easier thanks to the Orbital net. Yep, they've got everything hooked up on the network over in Crossbow, right? Wish the Empire would get on that a bit more. Think of the utility. Well, from the sound of it, you need special equipment to send signals through a wired connection to make use of it. Considering the size of the Empire, it's probably going to be quite a while before it's a widespread thing here. Are they talking about internet? Huh? An orb mail. Looks like it's from HQ. You've got to be kidding me. This right here is the problem with the orbital net. There's no such thing as off hours when they can just send your orders around the clock. What's going on? So get this, they're planning on doing some extra exercise tomorrow. That means we've got to outfit 20 Axons with C units by tomorrow. 20. Seriously? Also start up another pot of coffee. Run from an all-nighter. Do we have that many C units left? Actually, another lot came by freight just this evening. Exactly 20 if you can believe it. Guess we'll just have to get it done. Alright, at least let us take a shower. I'm gonna head down to the mess hall and grab some snacks. You want anything? Poor guys. They're the real hard workers. $70 hours. 70 hours. Damn. This is what Crossbell sees. At last, what seemed like enough adventure to fill a week, we reached the final day of our field study. Over in Crossbell, they were busy preparing for today's keynote session. We spent the morning running through the Imperial Army's physical program alongside some of the soldiers, and after completing it, no easy task, we sat down to a lukewarm redux of yesterday's lunch. That afternoon, during our Specialty Military Science lecture, we were presented with a confidential report on the terrorists. Okay, let's see what they're up to. So the ILF is in Crossbell. That's right, or at least that's what the intelligence division believes. It looks like a known terrorist organisation from the Calvard Republic has turned up in Crossbell too. The situation over there is pretty tough, touch and go right now. What are the authorities doing? Everything they can. However, operations are being handled solely by the intelligence division. They refuse to tell the Imperial Army anything. Who does the intelligence division trust? You gotta know something about this, right, Short Stack? Well, I do, but I can't really tell you anything. Guess it's not a breach of confidentiality to tell you that they're a really strong bunch, though. Still pretty vague. I've got a few ideas. There's not much point in worrying about that right now. The bigger issue is that our terrorists of the hour are a bigger crew than we thought. Big enough to be in possession of a state-of-the-art military airship, at least. Damn. Can we assume Rhineford's the manufacturer then? Correct. Just how something that large found its way into the hands of insurgents is currently unknown. Seems to be a high-speed model, different from the heavily armoured type. I bet it's from the RF-26 series. If they had an airship, that means they're going to have a whole lot more difficult. They're going to be a whole lot more difficult to catch. That's exactly what it means. It's basically impossible to keep tabs on them as it is. With an airship in their position, there's no telling when or where they'll pop up next. Quite worrying, especially since Prince Olivert is attending the conference. And Toa's in Crossbell right now. Yeah. Damn, now you've got me worrying. I'll take it easy, I don't think you have anything to worry about with Gramps and Lecter over there. If the terrorist attention is currently focused on Crossbell, does that mean the Empire is effectively safe right now? You raise a good point, Laura. They did target Princess Alphen during the summer festival last month. Possible it's just a feint. Yep, maybe they just want us to believe they're targeting the Chancellor. RMP thought so too, which is why they've increased the security level here at home. The Empire and everyone else connected to the Imperial family should be safe. They've also beefed up security anywhere that seems short-handed. Huh. As well prepared as ever. At any rate, you finally uncovered some info on the terrorists' identities, correct? That's right, but once again, we have the intelligence division to thank for that. If you turn your attention to the screen, please. There he is. I know that face. G. That's the man who kidnapped Alphen and Elise. Not to mention he tried to start a war with Calvard. Who is he? His full name's Michael Gideon. He used to be an assistant professor at the Imperial Academy in Heimdall. That man? A teacher? Oh, an academic, right? His focus was political philosophy. 3 years ago, he was dismissed from his position due to his intense criticism of Chancellor Osborne's hardline policies. Oh. So getting laid off sent him on the road to terrorism. Well, sounds like the actual reason he was let go because he was handing out tracts and flyers in public. You'll find these kind of idealists at the heart of most terrorist groups though. Seeing a group of their core ideology, they twist it to be even more militant and radical. Can't even reason with them either. Yep, they just don't know when to give up. Sounds like some other groups I know. So do we know anything about the others? Across paths with what I can only assume were 3 other key members last month. Yep, S, V and C. Seems like they haven't been able to dig up much on those 3 yet. Their strongest lead right now is that V may have belonged to a Jaeger Corps. Interesting. He was toting around this machine gun that looked like it should have been mounted on a vehicle. Did he seem at all familiar to you, Fee? Not really. They're working on narrowing down the identity of S2, but it's too early to make any informed statements. The real unknown is their leader. Ah, the one in the helmet. I heard he was able to go toe-to-toe with Reen, Laura and Fee simultaneously. I must find it hard to believe. I don't. I imagine there are plenty of people in the Empire who could do so. It goes without saying that the Radiant Blade Master could fend 3 of us off without much of a problem. But I bet good Mira, Instructor Sarah and Nightheart could do it too. I can't say for certain. Look at Mr. Modesty over here. The Major here is widely held to be one of the strongest up-and-coming officers in the army. I've heard people mention him right alongside Major Vanda. Laying on a little thick today, aren't we? Going by the family name, it seems safe to assume he's a practitioner of the Vanda style of swordsmanship. No doubt a relative of Lieutenant General Vanda from Zendergate. While I would question whether I can stand on equal footing with him, Major Vanda is unquestionably strong. He was my classmate during my military academy years and quite close to Prince Olivet. In fact, he's in Crossbell right now. Nice, serving as the Prince's bodyguard. Whoa, that's reassuring. But getting back to the point, it's not just C we still know very little about, their group as a whole. Even their source of funding is a mystery. So even if there were no show in Crossbell, I doubt we've heard the last of him. And call it coincidence or fate, but you've put the kibosh on their schemes twice now. Entirely possible. They've come to hold a personal grudge against you, but be careful. Great info right there, ladies and gents. Eventually the afternoon series of lectures came to an end. Finally time to get a peek at Grillia Fortress for this railway guns. You'll now be shown to the area where the guns are housed. All of what you're about to see is highly classified. I presume you're aware of the protocol? Yes. I'm getting nervous. Guys, it's just the railway guns. I've seen them before. They're nothing to get all excited over. Orion, this part of the field study isn't mandatory for you. If you'd like to stay here and wait for us, that'd be more than okay. Jeez, I'm just kidding. I don't want to be the only one left behind. Honestly. Excuse me a moment. Tryhard speaking? Yes, hello, Commander Walter. Wait, Muller wants to speak to me? Of course, put him through. What could you possibly be calling about at a time like this? What? What's happening? Taking a call from someone outside the fortress on the darkest? Sure looks that way. Understood, we'll be on alert here as well. Yes, right. Take care. Did something happen in Crossbell? I'm afraid so. Shit. A short while ago, the skyscraper where the conference has taken place came under attack by the Imperial Legion front. The attack was carried out via airship. Fortunately, they were able to repel the terrorists, and Prince Oliver, Chancellor Osborne, and others are unharmed. However, it's too early to tell if the danger has truly passed. They really did attack the conference. But that's not all, is it? Something else strange happened. They've got Toa, I bet. What was it? The terrorists are somehow able to gain access to the orbital net and manipulate the shutters that partition the building. Furthermore, they had with them a force of mechanical monsters. Oh god. Yeah, we ran into one of them in the highway. And they broke into the orbital net? How much of Grillia Fortress is connected to the network? At present, it's only used for inventory and equipment management by the maintenance staff. Oh god. What was that? A tremor. Came from right below us. Below the hangar? Damn. What the hell? The accents. What happened here? They just started moving. No one's inside, just started moving on their own. Did the C unit start malfunctioning? No, they couldn't have. What's a C unit? Automatic control unit we put on vehicles that are going to serve as targets in military exercises. How did C units end up attached to our most advanced tanks? This is really bad. I'm I'm going to assess the situation. I need you here to help fight the fires and assist the injured maintenance staff. Yes, sir. Please be careful out there. Holy crap, look what's happening. What the hell? Damn. This is crazy. Hold on a minute. Are automatic control systems really capable of that level of advanced movement? No, they're definitely not. Current technology isn't capable of anything nearly this advanced. If you were to apply the tech used in the archaisms, it suddenly becomes a whole lot more possible. Chuck, are you saying that society might be involved in this? I'd say it's looking more likely by the minute. What are they? Isn't the proving ground we visited yesterday out of the way? Just what are they planning? Adios' name is going on. Why are unmanned tanks roving around blasting the hell out of this base? Well, it means that last night headquarters sent an order to the engineers to fit those tanks as C units. I gave no such order. Never mind that right now, we need to focus on extinguishing the fires and quelling the confusion. Bro, this is sick. That's so smart. What should we do? I can't see us being able to catch up to them without a horse at the very least. What's their goal? What are they trying to accomplish here? I think they're trying to steal tanks. It definitely has some kind of game plan. We can't just stand aside and do nothing. Leave this to us. Isn't that Dad? What a Chad. I have a feeling he's going to die. General. HQ surprised me with the situation. Leave these road tanks to us. We can't rule out the possibility that they're a diversion. I want you all to stay here. Understood. Be careful, Dad. Too early. Advance! Our opponents are unmanned. There's no need to hold back. Well, your dad's really something else, Elliot. I admit he is pretty cool when he takes charge like that. Well, seems you no longer need to worry about those tanks at least. What are they after? That's the question in an hour. Can't let our guard down just yet. Let's fall back. Might I suggest we fall back to the fortress? Prudent move. I have to assess the level of damage inside. Hey, aren't those... What in the... Oh, shit. Imperial Liberation Front. There's two of them. There's no way we could have known they'd have another force line in wait. Damn. The hangar. This is so cool.
Do they seriously think they could breach an impregnable fortress?
They're just terrorists! Wipe them out!
Here comes...
Right back at you!
Here comes I knew it. Here comes minigun, bro. Damn, son.
Alright, let's get this party started then. We're headed straight for the left railway gun. If anyone gets in our way, fill them full of holes.
I was literally about to say that I have a feeling they're going for the railway guns.
Yeah!
They're probably going to try and destroy Crossbell or maybe divert it somewhere else.
What's the Imperial Liberation Front doing here?
I thought they were in Crossbell.
Well, that is the main attraction.
No, you are.
They sure didn't put up much of a fight, did they?
Damn.
Our mission is to support Comrade G over in Crossbell. Our target is the right railway gun. Let's show him some beautiful fireworks, shall we?
Yo.
Yes, ma'am!
Oh, this is so cool. They're going for both the left and right wings. Shit. The railway guns they're after. No. They're going to fire them at the trade conference where the Chancellor is. If a shot from one of the railway guns hits that building, it'd blow the place to smithereens. So that's what they're after. The situation has escalated far beyond the scope of your field study. I want you all to stand by here. No way. We can't just stand while these insurgents run amok. If you won't take us with you, then we'll take action ourselves. Look, time's one's luxury we don't have. Time's one luxury we don't have. I think it's best to have them help us. Listen up, we're going back into the fortress. Groups A and B, you're with me. Let's do this. I am so excited right now for all of this, but I am so tired. I was supposed to end about 45 minutes ago, but we got the dodgy save, and I never trust those saves. Oh, here it is, ladies and gents. Here it is. Oh yeah. I completely forgot.
It's no use! We can't even scratch them!
This is where the game started. And then it was a flashback. Oh man,
What's
I've got a
happening?
huge
Who's in
smile on
control
my
of those
face.
things?
So
Get in
now
touch
we're
with the
all
4th
caught up.
Armored Division! We need backup from Lieutenant General Craig!
There it is. And there we are. I completely forgot all this. Because so much has happened, I completely forgot that the game was a flashback. I think we're going to have to battle instantly. Jeez, everyone's dead.
This is awful. What happened here?
How terrible.
I can smell smoke. Are they using gunpowder?
They've completely blindsided us. It appears that everything else they've done today was to serve as a decoy, even making the tanks go haywire.
Right. It looks like their real target was the railway guns all along. Which means they must be serious about targeting that trade conference in Crossbell City.
They wouldn't! How low can they possibly sink?
So, they're intent on taking the Chancellor's head after all.
Resorting to such wanton violence? This is absolutely outrageous.
This does look kinda bad.
Understatement of the year.
Please, let us help. We don't know if reinforcements are on the way, and it doesn't look like we have much time left. We have to stop them before they can activate the railway guns.
This is where we get a super loud right.
Green's right.
Oh no.
I don't know how much we can really do, but considering the alternative, we have to try.
Right. I'm not about to let those terrorists have their way.
Looks like any attempt to convince you otherwise would fall on deaf ears. All right. Reen, you and the rest of Group A are with me. Group B, you'll be under the command of Major Neidhart.
One group will secure the gun in the right wing. The other group will secure the left.
Let's go.
This is an actual combat situation, with real lives at stake. I expect the best from each of you.
Yes, sir! All right, Class 7. Our objective is to stop the activation of the railway guns. We've learned a lot at the Academy. It's time to put that knowledge to the test.
Here it is.
Understood!
Jeez. What happened there? Dr. Sarah joined the party. While she's assigned to the active battle party, the number of support members is increased to 3? Wait, while she is assigned to the active battle party. Oh, okay. You can now use the burst link attack. What? What? An attack on all... Bro. 69 nice hours into the game, and we're still getting new mechanics. You love to see it, ladies and gentlemen. You love to see it. Damn. That's so good. And it cures all the party's abnormal statuses when activated. That's so good. That is so good. This game's so good. You watching, you're so good. Ladies and gentlemen, we have to call it there. It's 11:30 at night. I was supposed to stop at about 9:45. I've played today 4. I started at 63 hours. That's 8 hours. I told you we were going to go hard today, and we did it. Thank you so much for watching. Tomorrow, well, next time, maybe the end of Trails of Cold Steel. Who knows? Who knows? Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for being you. I'll see you guys next time for more Trails of Cold Steel. Bye bye.